Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is your favorite show, Sports Unfolded, with your favorite hosts, Eric and Ron.
Hey, sports fans! It is time for the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded, where we bring you all of the top sports stories that have happened this week. I am your host, Eric. Main man right over there, Ron. How are you tonight?
I'm pretty fired up right now.
I am trying to figure out why we are not on Facebook.
Interesting. It says we're on Facebook on here.
And it's not going live on the actual Facebook app. So that's different. So obviously, if you are joining us live,
Doesn't like us.
as Manny is, thank you for joining already. Please join the chat and let us know how you feel about the topics we're going to cover. If there's something you want to talk about specifically, let us know. Ron, before we get started, quick question. Did you get to see Michael, the movie this weekend?
No, I have not.
I highly recommend it. Very, very, very good.
It's good, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it.
I hear good things.
He did a great job. I mean, you couldn't even tell it wasn't Michael. Like it was great. So highly recommend that. Ron, let's also thank those that continue to help us grow, and that would be our good friends in Providence, Rhode Island. If you want to give them a quick plug.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Sprout Co-working. For all your co-working needs, large or small, visit sproutcoworking.com.
All right. And also our good friends, Kurt, thanks for joining us. Our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia, 99.1 WDJY-FM. Thank you for putting us on every Saturday at 1 p.m., as well as our good friends in Southeast Connecticut, S6E17 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for your support as well. Ron, you ready to get this party started?
Oh, I am. I'm anxious.
All right, my friend. So we are going to kick this thing off with our lead-off story. And your good friend there in Boston, his cousin did a great job in the movie. Yeah, right? Did a great job. That's greatest singer of all time, Manny. I agree with you there. I mean, we don't have to discuss some of the other things that he did, but I will say that.
And I don't agree with Manny, him being the best singer of all time.
You always have an opinion. That's the problem.
I'm just saying, he's not the best singer.
No. All right.
Maybe one of the best entertainers of
his lifetime. He's a pretty good singer, too. Let's not.
Oh, he is a good singer. I'm not saying he's not.
All right. So with that, let's start off with our leadoff story. Your good friend there, Alex Cora, no longer the manager of the Boston Red Sox, fired this week, Saturday, so it's about a week ago now. Do you think this was the right move for the team?
Well, they shouldn't have stopped there.
Yeah, that's what I was questioning, right?
They should have worked their way up.
Yeah. Craig Breslow, if you look at the roster that was constructed for Alex Cora, I would say that, we talked about this last season, the trade of Rafael Devers, how this was going to impact the Red Sox because they would have some money to spend, and then they didn't do it. And again, you think it falls on Cora, but to me, if you don't put players, Kurt thinks it was long overdue.
It is long overdue. He's right.
I will agree with that part too. Go ahead.
I don't think he's good. I mean, unless he cheats.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting too. So in his career with Boston, 620 and 541, so a 53% win percentage. You're like, wow, this is great. But I'm going to give you his win totals since he's been. Danny is in the house as well. Danny, thank you for joining. 2018, Ron, his best season, 108 wins. That's the year that they win the World Series. That's his championship.
Yeah.
2019, 84 wins.
Jeez.
2021, 92 wins. 2022, 78 wins. 23, 78 wins. 81 wins last year. 89 wins in 24, 89 wins last year. He's made the postseason 3 times. And there's obviously the gap when he got suspended in there. He really hasn't had a season other than his first where you go, wow, 108 wins. That's a championship caliber team.
Yeah, they also were a team.
Yeah, I think he's an average coach or manager.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Look, I don't speak highly of him. I think he's he's like the Doc Rivers of Major League Baseball. So overrated, it's ridiculous.
So, Manny, in defense, Ron is wearing Red Sox right now. So,
yes.
He knows that.
Yes.
And managing coach. I don't know if he can.
Just
I don't
one,
think.
though. I want to be like Michael, but no, not identical.
Not as flashy.
So I just wear the one red sock.
Okay, one red sock instead of the white glove. Gotcha. All right, that makes sense. Maybe it was luck in the players that he had a very talented team in 2018. I think that helped. I also feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ron, you probably follow the Red Sox more than I do. I do kind of try to keep up with them a little bit, but
sure.
It felt like Cora was checked out because we're going to talk about a story later with the Philadelphia Phillies, but he was offered that position after getting fired by the Red Sox and basically said, no, I'm going to go to Puerto Rico, spend time with the family. Like, I almost felt like he checked out in the last season or two, just based on the talent, what they've done, the front office.
You want the Phillies job?
Right? Great talent. You would sit back and go, wow, I'm going from what I have in Boston to Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber and some of these guys. Ron isn't happy to see. He's always happy to see you, Danny. He loves seeing you. You didn't welcome him, Ron.
Yeah, well, I don't interrupt, when you're talking.
I would even say this with this season, Ron. He's not who was the coach of the Bruins that you discussed didn't like the young kids from Golden State that just got Vegas that just got fired was
Bruce Cassidy.
I almost feel like Cora was the same way. He wanted veterans. He liked the older players. He didn't want the rookies. He didn't want the young kids. They get rid of Bregman this year, and it was like, you know what? I think he checked out.
And look what they replace him with. Durbin, 174 batting average.
So to me, I understand what Kurt was saying. It was overdue.
Yes.
But I also feel like I cannot blame Cora for their performance. I would blame Breslow. No. You got to look at this ownership team, Ron, and what they continuously do.
Absolutely. I've been saying this for a couple of years now, Eric, that they're doing things that they're acting like a small market, like Kansas City or something, No offense to Kansas City, but this is what they're acting like. They didn't sign any free agents that are even worthwhile. It's just mind-boggling. Like, you're not going to be able to compete with the Yankees, and Toronto and just about everybody else in the American League that's spending money to get players. Even Baltimore is doing more than the Red Sox, and it really bothers me, and as a Red Sox fan, I've been watching the Red Sox since I was like 6.
They didn't even have cars back then. So, sorry, no.
Well, I didn't have a car at 6.
All right, that's good. I hope so. I've seen.
I had Matchbox cars.
All right, that's fair.
I just don't like what I'm seeing and the feel you get from the Red Sox organization right now. It's like everything is a cost-cutting move, and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, Kurt said it. That's true. They need to compete like a big market team. Kurt, I don't think the ownership team – listen, This is the problem with being a fan of sports. You attach yourself to these teams. You want to, no matter what, watch them. You buy their gear. You go to games. There is no reason for the Boston Red Sox to do anything but what they're doing now, because the fans continuously sell out the stadium. They continuously watch them on TV. Yeah. They continuously buy their product. And the ownership's sitting back and going, okay, we put out a mediocre roster and the fans are still buying. The fans are still coming. Why should I change it? Because I'm still making money. And at the end of the day, Ron is 100% right. They're running it like a business. Instead of running it like an organization that's looking to get to a championship level. And again, that doesn't mean you spend all your money and you go crazy and you know, we've seen bad contracts, but at least create some contracts that you can sit back and go, wow, at least they're trying to do something.
Look, we're not expecting them to go get every free agent out there. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for some decency to put a product on the field that at least you can root for. You know, like what is the harm on going out and signing Bregman for a contract that he wants instead of a contract that he can opt out and go grab more money somewhere else because he doesn't like the franchise?
Yeah, and clearly for a downgrade, to your point, right? Durbin is not performing.
It's awful.
I mean, we've got a ton of comments coming in. Manny, right? The fans are just going to the stadium for the glizzies at this point. Kurt, it's all about the money nowadays. But you see some of these organizations. Listen, we criticize the Dodgers left and right for all the money they're spending. Guess what? That team does not care about anything but winning. At this point, right. They found their nucleus of players that they said, I can win X amount of championships in the next 5 to 10 years. So they're like, you know what's going to happen in 5 years from now with the LA Dodgers? They're going to be horrible. I think we can all say that and expect that. But you can say they're going to have probably a 10-year run where they're competing for a championship almost every season.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to do that as an organization. And the Boston Red Sox are one of these organizations you would think would want to be mentioned in that group, especially after the struggles for so many years to even win a championship. And I think that's what's more deflating to me, Ron, that this is why I am not a Red Sox fan. Because
and
you can.
There's something to say about that too, Eric, because you're looking at all those years that we went without a championship and the Yankees just kept piling on all those championships. And then when we're finally good, it's just the ownership taking advantage of the fans now. Because we won some championships. Now let's rake in the money and give them a half-hearted product. Now, this isn't even like San Diego, who's 1 foot in, 1 foot out half the time. They'll go and get a player, and then they're like, oh, nope, we're going to trade him. You know, they're in and out. The Red Sox are just out. They're out. They don't care about the fans. They just care about the dollars that they're making. And because it has those Red Sox on their jerseys, the fans are going to go see them because we love our teams. And they're taking advantage of the fans, and I'm tired of it. Yeah. And I've said this for the last 2 years that I was tired of it. And now they're reaping what they sow. Yeah,
it's loyalty, right? And listen, we've seen, how many pets do you see? And this is, I don't know where I'm coming with this analogy, but, you know, pets that are abused, but they're still loyal to their owner, right? And then at some point you bite back. Like at some point you know, as that abused pet, decide to attack. And it's almost like this is what the Boston Red Sox are trying to do to their fans. They are sitting back and saying, okay, well, right now they're just loyal. They lay there. They don't really, you know, react to anything. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, wait a minute, the fans are going to stop going to the games.
Yeah.
The fans are going to continuously say, listen, enough's enough. The problem with the Red Sox is they'll make a move next year or 2 years from now just to say, look, we're still trying to do it. And you're not. because again, we can criticize the Dodgers all we want. They found a formula to say, I'm going to find a player, one of which was a Boston Red Sox, right? Mookie Betts. So again, imagine if Boston still had him and what they could have built around him.
Like, right. Yeah. This is what's so annoying. And that was the beginning of the end for me. You know, it's like, okay, you have a guy that is clearly the guy, and you're just going to move on from him because you don't want to pay him what he's worth. He's one of the top 3 players in baseball. And at the time, it's like, who would you want on your team? And it was,
and I will ask you,
and everybody wanted him.
Not that Rafael Devers is like a superstar, but he's a good player. Right. I will say that. What position did he play, Ron?
Third base.
Third base. They wanted to move to first. He refused. That the trade happens. You get Bregman. Is Bregman still with the team?
No.
So you get rid of Bregman.
That's what I said.
If they should have just kept Devers at this point, if they refused to keep Bregman as well. What was the purpose of what they did other than to say that's a cost-cutting move to make sure we still make money? Because it's not a winning move. That wasn't a winning move. You got rid of the guy that replaced the guy that was your best player.
Yeah. And Eric, like I said, you know, Devers got upset once they moved on from Bogarts. You know, that was his buddy. And that turned him off, and I know it did. And that sent him into a ray of you know, regrets. And then they get Bregman just to slap him in the face to go along with that. Now, I like Bregman as a player, but you brought this on yourself, and I really think that the Red Sox did that on purpose so they could move on from Devers, because and it would make it look like it was Devers' fault.
It's all smoke and mirrors, man.
It is.
Mookie Betts is on the IR. That isn't good for him. He's good, but I think it's the contract that he has signed, like you guys are talking. Yeah, listen, though, Mookie Betts a hell of a player. And what he's been able to do with the Dodgers has been pretty remarkable. So, Danny, I mean, hopefully it's not anything serious. I didn't read what the injury is. If you know what it is, love to hear that. It really hurts them because, like you said earlier, weak farm system.
Not a weak farm system now,
but again, Breslow, again, that's part of his. That is part of what he's supposed to do. If you're going to get rid of these guys, and even the guys they've brought up, Ron, I would like Roman Anthony. I don't think is a superstar. I think he might turn into a very good player. And I know you said he swings the bat, whatever you called it. It's like an angel swinging. I don't know. Last year you were like, "Oh, his swing is perfect," and he's got
a great swing.
Okay.
It does.
Well, you got to hit the ball. It doesn't matter.
You do have to hit the ball,
and you got to be on the field. That kind of helps too. But I don't know if
he's not a leadoff hitter either. I don't like him leading off.
But what they decided to do here is just say, "Oh, well, all these young kids, and we're going to get everybody excited about it, and this is going to be the future of the Red Sox." Why are you a season of the future Red Sox when you honestly are considered one of the top 6 franchises in baseball?
Yeah.
This isn't a future of the Red Sox. The Yankees continuously try to win. They signed Fried. Max Fried has been one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball since they came over to New York. They kept Aaron Judge, their number 1 guy. Like, you don't lose him. You know what I mean? And then you keep trying to plug and play and get some players and do this stuff. And even with the Stanton deal, which I think was a bad deal, but that's because Stanton is just, he's fragile. But at least they're trying to do stuff. At least they're sitting back and going, I got you an all-star MVP type player, maybe a little bit past his prime, but still a guy that can hit the baseball and create problems in the lineup. And Boston sits back and go, I'm going to get rid of my best guy. We're going to replace him with Bregman. Everybody in Boston was like, oh, we love Bregman. He's going to be great. He's won with the Astros. To get rid of him. To literally move on from him. So what move did you make with Devers? None.
You got nothing. You have none of the things that even came along with it. Look, I was looking at their drafts since like 2018. They literally only have like 2 guys on the team since 2018 drafts.
Ron, and I disagree with you. You know what they got? About $300 million in their pocket. That's what they got.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
They are trying to win every year. Boston is not. Agreed, Kurt. Agreed.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. I could even say, we talked about bad contracts. We're going to move on soon, but we talked about bad contracts. Think about what the Mets are doing, right? And the Mets are horrible. But that was another team that just continuously tries to buy players, get players, tries to always win. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Try.
I'd rather see Boston be that kind of team than the team they are.
I'd rather see the swing and misses than not stepping up to the plate.
Right. It was just like when the Juan Soto thing, they're like Boston's in. No, they weren't.
No, they weren't. They were not.
Couple $100 million off.
Yeah, they purposely gave a low offer just so that way he wouldn't go.
Fans out there, let us know. Do you agree with the Cora firing? We'd love to hear from you. Keep joining the chat. Danny,
Cora's probably happy.
Danny, Kurt, you guys have been amazing on this topic.
Probably happy.
So let's keep it going. We're going to talk some NFL. And this story is starting to pick up some steam here, Ron. Cleveland Browns have basically said that Deshaun Watson could be the starter for them in this upcoming season. Which quarterback should start for the Cleveland Browns? I would like to do this first off, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I'm going to read some stats to you. Deshaun Watson in his career, 37 and 35. He's 66.2% completion percentage. He's thrown about almost 18,000 yards in his career, 123 touchdowns, 48 interceptions, hasn't played since 2024. Shedeur Sanders went 3-4 last year with a 56.6% completion percentage, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. And Dylan Gabriel, 1-5 with a 59.5% completion percentage, 937 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Go.
Well, I mean, I would go with Shedeur Sanders because he really didn't have anything to.
Kurt agrees with you.
He didn't have anything. He didn't have a line. He didn't have a receiver. He didn't have anything. He didn't have a coach that knew what he was doing. And I don't care what they say about Stefanski. I don't think he's good.
No,
I just don't.
So thank you for the update, Danny. Mookie Betts right oblique strain. Kurt seems to think that they should stick with Sanders. Manny only got Shedeur for his last game, and they got more. Yeah, so I mean, from a team standpoint, I agree. I think Sanders brings a little more energy. I think the team rallies more around him. To me, this is we talk about organizations with the Boston Red Sox. The Cleveland Browns are very similar in this aspect. They're making money. I don't know how, but they make money. But if you look at, they're trying to basically talk up Watson to see if a team will bite and honestly try to trade for him. And it would blow my mind if there is a team out there that says, you know what, we think we can make this work.
Hey, maybe Miami.
I don't even think Miami's that dumb. I don't.
Isn't that where he goes and gets his massages?
Who knows? It's probably all over the globe. I don't know that guy. But you know what I mean? Like, to me, this is more about the Cleveland Browns saying, listen, we've seen some things. He's looking good. He's saying the right things. He's doing the right things. He hasn't played in 2 years.
He's not doing the right things, though. He's still doing what he does.
I don't know if we know that, but it doesn't matter what quarterback's not for them, Kurt. Yeah. They need help.
See, that is the ultimate truth right there.
And I will say this. Listen, I know as crazy as it sounds, I would trade Myles Garrett at this point and just try to stockpile 4 to 5 draft picks because that guy would definitely get that.
Well, maybe they can trade him for a quarterback.
And then Yeah.
Get another one in
Nobody
there.
wants Deshaun. Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. Nobody wants Deshaun Watson. Maybe if the Browns offer a massage to other teams, they'll take Watson. I mean, maybe it's a package deal. Yeah, we send you his masseuse and Deshaun for a sixth round draft pick. Yeah, I mean, there might be teams that'll do it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I don't think no matter which quarterback
practice
starts.
Footballs. They could use some practice footballs.
Yeah, I don't. Right? I just feel like this is more a story because of the Cleveland Browns and what they're trying to do.
Just cut him. Like, really, just get him out of here.
It's already the worst contract in NFL history. You already lost your money. Like, does it matter if you lose a little bit more at this point? Like, he's a bad role model for kids. He's never on the field, so it's not even like you sit back.
Give the two kids a shot in training camp and see who plays the best.
And honestly,
I have no problem with either one of these two guys starting. I think they're both capable, but they need some help. I mean, come on. The team is just awful. It's brutal. Who's the coach now?
Todd Monken. So I'm sure he's excited. How long do you think he makes it, Ron? Is this a 2-year guy?
Before he hangs himself?
2-year guy. He's checking out. Wait, we're gonna start who? Todd, you gotta go out there and tell him that Deshaun's our guy. He's amazing. Hold on a second. I don't want to link myself to this kid. No, you gotta do it, man. We're gonna trade him. This
could be one of those tryouts like they did in Philadelphia. Just have a whole bunch of people come in and try him out. What was the movie
with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah. Invincible. Great movie.
Invincible. Yes, it was a very good movie. Very good movie.
Like, that's what they should do. Because, I mean, at this point, even do that for the offensive line. There's some big guys out there that can block stuff.
Yeah. No line, no receivers. They have nothing. I agree, Kurt. I don't think it really matters, but hey.
I think we already spent enough time on Cleveland.
Yeah, we did. I mean, do you guys think the Browns are worse?
Cleveland.
Or the
it's
Jets?
Not the city that I
see. I would think the Browns are worse. If you were going to ask me, Manny, and I hate the Jets. And I know hate's a strong word, but I really dislike the Jets a lot. I would still say the Browns are worse.
The Browns are worse.
So, listen, the Jets always they try.
Look,
they get
Jets
players.
Are unlucky.
Yeah, and they get players. Aaron Rodgers blowing out his, Achilles.
That's my fault.
Yeah, it was, but I'm just saying. Think about it. They were like, "Well, we're gonna get first play, 4 plays in." I mean, the odds of that. All right, Ron, you ready for your crazy stat?
Sure.
Did you know, Ron, that the Cleveland Browns have had 41 different starting quarterbacks since they came back into the league in 1999? 41.
Since 90, that's 26 seasons.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. The second highest were the Chicago Bears with 13.
Oh my God.
So almost 4 times as many starting quarterbacks for the Cleveland Browns as the next team.
Pitiful. That is the craziest of all the stats you have given.
That's pretty bad.
Second was 13. 41. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Imagine getting those jerseys.
It's like they're using 2 quarterbacks every year.
I think they always do it too. They'll go on a fan and they'll have the name on the back and they cross them off and they got them all. So just imagine you got to fit 41 names on that thing. Whatever they do, at least one of these 3 guys has already started. You don't got to add another name to the jersey so far this year. All right, Ron. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna go to pick and roll next. So our pick and roll.
It's time for pick and roll.
From Fred Spud. Yeah, he's Spud Nick.
Spud Webb.
But I know. You probably should have put a web on him. That would have been even better because he was Spud Nick on Friends when he did that. So all these players
mean, look how perfect it is. He's got
came
the
out really
finger,
good. Yeah.
and he's even looking at it.
He is. You did good. You did good. Pick and roll tonight is obviously we're on episode 18 of season 6. All fired up. Yes, we are. These players all had 18 assists in an NBA playoff game in their career, and they were Rajon Rondo, Tony Parker, Mark Price, Sleepy Floyd, Kevin Johnson, and Spud Webb, or whatever, Ross. So we're going to rank them from 6 to 1 tonight, Ron. You are first, so your pick and roll.
All right. Well, for number 6, I had to go with Spud Webb. I'm actually surprised that I had him at number 6. Yeah,
me too. And I looked at it. He never won even an All-Star.
Nothing.
Wow. Poor Spud.
Nothing. He got nothing. 814 games played, 9.9 points per game, 2.1 boards, and 5.3 assists. He had nothing, for any accolades. The only player with 0. So I put him number 6.
Okay.
Number 5, I have Sleepy Floyd with 12.8 points, 2.6 rebounds, 5.4 assists. He had 1 All-Star appearance and was just barely ahead with that 1. So I put him at number 5. This was really surprising to me because I thought he would have been higher. But I have Mark Price at number 4. 15.2 points per game, which is pretty good. 2.6 boards, 6.7 assists, 4-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA. I thought he was going to be higher for me, and it didn't turn out that way. And even more surprisingly, my number 3 is Kevin Johnson. 17.9 points. Love the points per game. Love the assists with 9.1. He had 3 All-Star appearances and 5 All-NBA. But I do have him at number 3. And it was close, but I just think Rajon Rondo was just a little bit better all around.
Mm-hmm.
He had 9.8 points, but 7.9 assists and 4.5 rebounds. But he has 2 championships, 4 All-Star appearances, so only one more than Kevin Johnson. Only 1 All-NBA as opposed to 5. But he had 3 assist titles, a steals title, 4-time All-Defensive Player. And he was also, an all-rookie. I loved when he played, and I remember that 18-assist game, too, by the way. He was fantastic in that.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. He's a postseason guy. He really shined in the postseason. Too bad the rest of the guys didn't. Number 1, though, I have Tony Parker. 15.5 points, 5.6 assists, 4 championships. That made a big difference. 6-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, and a Finals MVP trumps all those assist titles that Rondo had.
Yeah.
And that made a difference, as is the Hall of Fame.
All right, Ron. All right, my friend. Take a bow.
You got it the same? Really?
Exact way. I agree with you, Spud. It surprised me because I was like,
right?
Nothing. But he was in the dunk contest. He wasn't part of the All-Stars. The game.
Right.
Look, when
you give me the list, I always, like I said before, I always put them in the order I think they're going to fall. And I had Tony Parker, Kevin Johnson, Mark Price, Rajon Rondo, Sleepy Floyd, and Spud Webb, and it was not like that. I mean,
Sleepy at 5 again, only 1 star, and again, and his numbers didn't wow you. Mark Price again, poor guy. You ran into the Jordan train before Jordan was even Jordan. because
Right.
you know what I mean? Yeah, we're hitting you
Yep.
up on Discord, my friend Lambash. Was it Lambash? I had Kevin Johnson at 3. I did like the 5 All NBAs. I agree with you, but those 4 All Defensive for Rajon Rondo
That made a big difference.
plus the 3 assist titles, and then Tony Parker with the 4 championships. How do you not? And then 4 All NBAs. And a Finals MVP, which you think about the teams he was on with Duncan or Robinson and some of these guys, and he stood out in one of those finals. That's pretty impressive. Hey, look at you, buddy.
What the hell happened?
But that was a good pick and roll, man. Some great players.
It was a good pick and roll.
Great players. So we'll put starting 5 in that spot afterwards. All right, Ron, let's talk some NBA. And we're going to talk about who's to blame for the Celtics' recent playoff struggle. So I have to start. And I'm going to tell you I have to. I got 4 bullet points. Then we can go into a whole bunch of things. First and foremost, I'm going to start with Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla and this damn philosophy of shooting threes is pissing me off because they've lost all 3 games that they shot horribly from 3, and yet they just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. So Joe Mazzulla, my first blame. Secondly, though, Jaylen Brown playing hero ball, thinking that I'm going to try to score from any which way, how possible. You're triple teamed. You're still trying to throw up a shot. Like, none of what you're doing makes sense. You were almost an MVP in the regular season. So I don't know if you think you're trying to prove something to everybody watching now that, I can still score 30 points a game and move the damn ball around. For the love of everything that's holy, because I cannot take it anymore of watching this guy go into the paint, try to spin 4 or 5 times doing this thing, and then just throw something up because he thinks every time's a foul too. How many offensive fouls? This is a foul. If I'm the coach of the damn Celtics, stop pushing your arm off because they keep rolling it on you. But he keeps doing it. Third point, Quater. Can you stop fouling? Just stop. I don't understand how these coaches don't say, I don't care what you do. Move out of the way. Go sit on the sideline with a fan instead of just trying to block something, get a foul, and you're out of the game in the first quarter with 3 fouls.
Yeah.
Like, it's driving me crazy. You need his body and size to compete with Embiid. And yet, nope, here he goes. Game 6. Bang, 2 fouls right off the bat. Oh, okay, great. And my 4th and final point, I blame you, Ron. And I blame you because you came on the show last week and said you're not worried about Embiid returning. It's not going to matter. There's no way they can do what they do. And guess what Embiid's done the last 2 games? Tore the living snot out of the Boston Celtics and made them look horrible because you said don't worry about it. Guess what? You should have worried because he's got this team playing out of their mind and everybody's shooting well and Embiid's making plays. He's backwards passes. He's doing it all.
Well, at least you got 3 out of the 4 right.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault. I'm not the one that's suiting up for the Celtics because I wouldn't let that happen.
You said don't worry about it. You said it.
You know why? Because they're letting Embiid do whatever he wants. And you know why? Because they get into stupid foul trouble. If you want to put a body on him, start Williams at center. You know, the guy that plays, that's the 15th guy on the roster. Start him against Embiid. Put the body on him. If you're going to put the body on Embiid, you got to put the shoulder into the chest of Embiid. You got to make it so he doesn't want to go down the lane. Let him take the 3-point shots. That is why. It is Mazzulla, whatever his name is.
Mazzulla, but not Mazzulla's the corn oil.
Yes. But, I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem.
You know what else I blame? Brad Stevens. and I can't believe I'm saying this, the executive of the year. It was because they hyped this guy up. Like, think about what he's been able to do with this roster. And great job, Brad. But you legitimately make Joe Mazzulla say, oh, you know what I got to do? Shoot threes, because we don't have a big body that can go inside. You got players for Joe Mazzulla that literally follow the same strategy of, can you shoot a three? All right, we'll pick you up. I mean, some of these guys that are shooting threes right now for the Celtics, I'm going, why? What are we doing?
And I'll tell you, you know who else you can add on to that list of your bullet points? Derek White.
Horrible. Cannot play.
Like, he's a shell of himself right now.
And then he keeps shooting
hit anything.
It was like, they're like, oh, he's 0 for whatever, and he's still chucking them up. Stop. Drive the lane. Get fouled. I'd rather you miss that than you're shooting a 30-foot three-point shot because you think you're going to all of a sudden turn it around. They don't stop.
Well, when the playoffs started, this was the team I was worried about for the Celtics. Because they just don't match up to them. Because first of all, you have Embiid. Nobody matches up to him.
They've only had Embiid for 3 games.
The speed of Maxey and Edgecombe, they are torching the Celtics. They are too fast and they're too slow.
Boston was was the best defensive team in the league. Derek White can't even play defense now.
No.
That's the guy that shuts down Maxey. Can't do it because he's a shell of himself. Jaylen Brown is so focused just on scoring that he's not playing defense. He is not playing defense. He does not care. No. He's not involved in it. Jason Tatum, he's hurting himself because now leg injury, it's nothing, whatever. All I'm saying to you is this, Ron. We've talked about the Boston Celtics, and this is going to be my bold point. Oh, that's a new thing we can do. Bold point. My bold point is this, Ron. If they lose tomorrow, it is finally time to break up the Jays, because I'm going to sit back and say this. They've won 1 championship. 1. And the thing that we continuously say about this team is they don't have a killer instinct. They don't have that it factor that when it's on the line, I can make a play. I can go through a series or two where we just start to take control. It won't change unless you get rid of one of these guys. I don't know which one. I listen, at this point, I think they're interchangeable. You get rid of Tatum, you get rid of Brown, whatever you get rid of, you get rid of. But if they do not get out of this series, it is time for the Boston Celtics to honestly say, I think enough's enough. They need to defense wins games. And they've stopped playing defense, Kurt. They've stopped.
Yeah.
Some of the things that they're giving up, they did not give up in the regular season. And it's almost like they're deflated. I'm watching the body language of every guy on the floor. You're right. Derek White. I don't even think he knows he's playing like half the time. It looks like he's not even involved. Jaylen Brown, I'm just going to try to score at all costs. Jason Tatum, I'm just going to chuck up threes because I feel like I don't want to have to possibly damage my Achilles again or my leg or whatever it may be. Queta, I'm going to foul so I can sit on the bench for half the game. Like, all these guys are just legitimately, when you watch them, Peyton Pritchard had 1 great game, and we're like, holy cow, Peyton Pritchard. The last 2 games, he's looked absolutely horrible. He's just chucking them up. And it's like, I don't understand what Mazzulla's seeing. I don't understand the body language. I don't understand how you've gotten away from what really worked was defense first, then offense, and now it's offense to defense, which doesn't work. I am disgusted with this team.
We're going to find out, game 7.
I don't even care if they win. Because I just feel like the next matchup against the Knicks, we're going to see the same thing. They're going to come out. They're going to look great for a couple games. They'll be back, and then they do the same thing every year. It's like they either get overconfident Or again, it's just like, oh, we got lucky. We won three out of 4. And now it's like, holy cow, now we got to try to close this out. How do we do that? What happens? So I'm disgusted. Whatever. I still blame you too. But all right. Crazy stat time, Ron.
Wait.
Oh, boy. I can't with you. There's something wrong with you. Crazy stat time. The worst coach in NBA history in Game 7 playoff losses. Your friend, our former coach of the Sixers as well, former coach of the Bucks, former coach of the Clippers, Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has lost 10 Game 7 playoff games in his career, the most.
He stinks.
Let's not forget Doc Rivers inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I can't, like, Doc Rivers stinks. He's terrible. The only reason why he has a championship was because of KG.
Agreed. Damn you, Perkins, for getting hurt in the second season.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have won back-to-backs. All right, Ron. Let's move on to some more baseball. We're going to talk about this Philadelphia Phillies situation. So they fired their coach, their manager, and named interim manager Don Mattingly as the head of the baseball team. Can he turn the Philly season around?
Yeah, because the Phillies are good. They actually have a squad, and you just needed to light a fire under their butts. And, not for nothing, Don is probably the best guy for that job. I mean,
they've won 3 straight since he's taken over.
See, Don Mattingly isn't like those, the natural talent kind of guy. You have to work to be what he became, which was a way better than average player. Not a great, but the guy worked for everything he got. No, this is not a slight to Don.
I feel like you did one of these numbers. He's all right.
No, this is actually giving him credit.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
There's naturals like Ken Griffey Jr.
He retired a lot longer than that, Kurt. He's been out of base. He was a manager in 2011. So he was out of baseball probably 20 years.
Yeah, I just think he knows the game better than most. And I think that's what the Phillies needed. They needed to reset, and this guy can come in and bring these guys along because he knows how things work.
Yeah, Kurt. I
think he's the perfect guy for the job.
He retired the season before Jeter. Mattingly. So you're talking.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
His season before? Wow.
Yeah. So,
I feel like Jeter just got done playing, and Mattingly, I feel like, has been gone since the 80s.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So 1990, whatever.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, I agree with you. I think he can turn his team around. Yeah, a lot of players, right? To your point, Kyle Schwarber having a real bad season right now at the plate, but he can turn it up quick.
He'll turn it around.
Got Bryce Harper, Trey Turner. They've got a really solid pitching staff. I also looked at this, Ron. The 2 teams ahead of them right now are the Nationals and the Marlins for second place. I don't feel like those 2 teams are going to continuously win. No. He'll turn this around quickly. He has been
surprised if they finish first place.
This will be his 3rd stint as a manager. 2011 to 2015, he was the Dodgers manager, was 446 and 363. Oh, wow, that's at least 10 years. No, it's longer than 10 years. He was before Jeter got there. So 90, what's the first year the Yankees won it with Jeter? 96? So he was like 95, he retired. So it's over 30 years. He's been out 30 years. Don Mattingly.
Oh, he retired before Jeter.
Yeah, he got there.
I was like, I thought you were talking about before Jeter Jeter retired.
It was literally like Don Mattingly retired. Jeter came in, they win the World Series. That guy, the worst luck when it came to that, because if he just stuck around one more season, he probably would have had a ring.
Yeah.
He was also the manager of the Marlins from 2016 to 2022, 443 and 587. But those teams were not very good.
Which is incredible considering it's the Marlins.
What the Marlins had 10 and 14 in the postseason. So his postseason record not so great. But yeah, I root for him. I like him. Oh, I'm talking managing. Yeah, he's been managing for quite some time, Kurt. Yeah. What do you get? 4 years, 8, about 6 years. So yeah, 10 years managing. Yeah, good call.
He'll have a lot of success this year.
I hope so. I think he's a guy that needs to be in baseball and involved in baseball. And if he turns it around, he probably becomes the Phillies manager full time. Interim role right now, so we'll see.
I mean, I find it hard to believe that they don't make him, the manager.
So you ready for your crazy stat, Ron? Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
This is a thing now. But he's got to put. What'd you put the spud? Why'd you have to leave that on?
Because I couldn't not, because it's crazy stats, and that looks crazy to me.
That's crazy stat.
Just like Big Head Barry.
There have been 7 managerial changes that have happened that led to the team making the playoffs. Okay, 7. The last one, 2022, when Rob Thompson replaced Joe Girardi of the Philadelphia Phillies.
That's interesting.
So the last time that there was a change made in the team.
So are you saying the Red Sox have no chance of making the playoffs?
It's not happened often.
Oh, so they got to win more than 3 games.
Probably.
Right?
Probably. Ron, before we get into our split decisions, can you please tell our wonderful fans about all the great people down in Providence, Rhode Island?
Sure. Tonight's show is brought to you by the once new 990 WBOB radio page, offering links to your favorite Providence shows, including this show, Sports Unfolded, and the Bryant Bulldog Sports Hour.
Also want to thank our good friends in Dallas, Georgia, 99.1 WDJY-FM. Thank you for the support. And our good friends in Southeast Connecticut, S6E17 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for your support as well. And if you guys know anybody out there that's interested in picking up the best sports podcast on the planet, let us know. We'd love to reach out to them as well. So with that, Ron, it is split decision time. And if you fans out there live want to give us a split decision, we'd love to answer those as well. We ask each other 2 more likely questions, and we have to make a decision. You are first tonight, Ron, so your first split decision.
Oh, let me see. Let's do this one first. What player signed by the Cincinnati Bengals is more likely to make the biggest impact on the 2026 season? Offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr., edge rusher Boye Mafe, and safety Kyle Duggar.
Doug is an average player, so Doug is out. Mafe, I don't know what his numbers were last year, but
I know he got 3 years, $60 million.
I will say Duggar, not Duggar.
No, Mafe.
I will say, listen, they need that edge rush. That's important, but keeping,
Joe Burrow upright.
Keeping him upright would be important. I think Orlando Brown Jr. Can do that. Gives him some protection. Keeps him hopefully healthy. That'd be a big
They don't
key.
have a problem now because even if they lose Burrow, they have Joe Flacco.
Flacco, man, that man's still going. I don't get it. But yeah, so I'd go Orlando Brown Jr. just based on the fact that how important Joe Burrow is to the team. So that he'd probably have the biggest impact, because if he stinks, then it just means Burrow's getting tattooed and he's out again. All right, Ron, your first split decision. Brown Jr.,
Danny's
Kurt
here to
agrees.
sponsor us. So all you have to do is just send the email.
And Kurt agrees, Brown Jr. All right, Ron, Your first split decision. Which goalie is more likely to maintain their goals against average in their next series? The Canes' Frederick Anderson, who's at a 1.10 currently, or the Flyers' Dan Vladar, who's at a 1.61. Who's more likely to maintain their goals against average?
Well, that's easy. That's the easiest one ever. That is Frederick Anderson.
You know what, though? I will say this. The Flyers impressed me with the fact that the veterans that were on Pittsburgh, like, yes, they're old. They're getting up there. But the playoff experience, Ron, and things like that for a young team, and they still found ways to win, even in that Game 6 overtime. You know, like, that's not easy to do. So I'm just saying, don't sleep on the Flyers.
Look, the Hurricanes are not the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, but in history, right, the Canes never get out of the second round.
Yeah, but that's going to change.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a swift series.
Like Taylor?
Yeah, just like it. Because they're going to shake it off like it's nothing, you know? I mean, they're going to handle Philadelphia 4 straight. It's not going to be pretty for Philly.
Okay.
They were fortunate they got to play Philadelphia. Let them play like somebody in the Atlantic. Jesus. That Atlantic division is tough.
That's
Buffalo,
crazy.
Tampa Bay.
A very good team.
Montreal.
Yeah. All right. Your second split decision.
Who is more likely to advance to the Stanley Cup? Simple, right? We have Philly, who has advanced to the next round.
Yep.
And then we have Tampa Bay down 3-2, Boston down 3-2, and Utah down 3-2. Which one of those 4 most likely to advance to the Stanley Cup?
All right. So Utah,
Boston, Tampa Bay, and
Philly. So I'd go Tampa, based on the experience and what they could win. I'm being honest. I think Boston loses tonight, and I think Utah loses tonight. And then Philly, I think, is this. To your point, I agree. This is a huge test, and probably not something they can overcome because the Canes are very good.
Right.
I'm just impressed with what they did against Pittsburgh. That I say you never know.
Oh, it is impressive.
So I would probably say Tampa Bay just based on previous history. Yeah. Because I don't think any of them actually get there.
No.
I don't think.
In fact, Tampa Bay is probably going to lose to Montreal too. So,
agreed.
You know, but I think the Tampa Bay thing is interesting because if there's a team that can come back from 3-2,
it's Tampa Bay, right?
It's them. Just because Vasilevsky can steal a game himself.
You know what goaltending can do. All right, Ron, your second split decision. Which team is more likely to finish first in ERA this season? The New York Yankees, who currently lead the league at 3.11. The Atlanta Braves in second at 3.12. Or the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are at 3.19. Who is more likely to lead the league in ERA this season?
It's interesting. I don't think it's going to be Atlanta. I think LA and Yankees have just 2 outstanding starters. So I'm going to say LA because I think they're more complete.
Okay.
On the starting rotation. But I'll tell you, you know, you have Cole, who's probably on a mission this year.
He's coming back.
Yeah. You know, so when he comes back, that team, oh boy, that pitching staff is going to look good. But I'm going to say the Dodgers because
Manny agrees
they have a lot of horses.
They do. I would just say Cam Schlittler, that kid, it might be the real deal. You get Max Fried, you get Cole.
Yeah.
The Yankees rotation starting to look really good.
It's going to look good. Like I think it'll be a battle all year long with those two teams, to be honest with you. And I think Atlanta has got a great rotation, but it just doesn't compare to those two.
I'm surprised because your guy Chris Sale. I mean, he's
playing awesome. Like he should have been in Boston. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
If we had Sale and Crochet. Oh wait, they'd both be on the injured list if they were in Boston together.
All right, my friend. Let's great segment. Let's talk some NHL. This second round matchup is just outstanding. Another great matchup for
what the heck?
Geez. So what are we expecting from this second round matchup here between the Colorado Avalanche and the Minnesota Wild, Ron?
Well, I'll tell you, Minnesota impressed me. Even though I was leaning towards them winning it, mostly because Dallas always chokes. And the addition of Hughes was massive.
Quinn Hughes, yep.
He is, I think he's the best defenseman in the league right now.
Hugo's excited about Minnesota. Right? Yeah, Hugo's excited about Minnesota. Manny, Atlanta, the city itself hasn't recovered from 28-3. I don't even know what that means. What's that mean, Manny? 28-3. What happened? Yeah, listen.
Atlanta fans right now are upset at you.
Yeah, right, I'm sure they are. This is some star power, and I actually feel bad for Minnesota because I'm just like, you just beat Dallas, and we said that should have been a 7-game series, right? We thought it was going to be. And now you've got to face the Avs. And here's another team with just a ton of stars, the best team, the President Trophy winner, right? And all this stuff that they were able to do. And I'm just sitting back, though, and I agree with you. They got Thrill the Krill, Tarasenko, that trade. We thought Boston was going to pull that off.
Is Manny like a Dallas Stars fan?
I don't know.
But they do always – well, both of them. Now you say it. Both Dallas Stars and Dallas Cowboys both choke.
Yes.
Constantly.
Matt Boldy, I think after the Olympics, right, we really got to see what he is. So you think about all that Minnesota in 6. Wow, Kurt. So you think Colorado falls. That'd be interesting because Colorado has been the best team in the league all yet. Like they don't even have double-digit losses in home or away games for the season. Like they just dominated throughout. It's interesting. I will say this: goals for, advantage Wild, 3.83 goals for per game versus the Avs 3.25. But the Avs goals against. This is where Minnesota is going to have to try to put some points up, and it might be tough. Avs averaging 1.25 goals against versus 2.5. With the Minnesota Wild. So you're looking at double.
Yeah, and you're looking at Colorado's offensive output. I mean, you have one of the best players in Nathan McKinnon. And you have one of the best players in Makar. Right. And you have
Mikas.
You still have a bunch of others.
Right, Mikas. They've been well rested since defeating the Kings. Sorry, our boy there, Danny, but the Kings, right? Power. Wild also, though, listen to this, power play, 16%. Avs only 9.1. That's where you got, right, which is crazy to think about. But then the Avs on the penalty kill, 81.3 versus 60% for the Wild. So, again, if the Wild get a man up, doesn't mean that they're automatically going to get a
I'll tell you got to give the LA Kings credit for holding them on the power play, right? I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, you're talking a lot of offensive weapons on that Colorado Avalanche team. And for you to shut down that power play, that's impressive. It's too bad that they couldn't score goals.
Yeah, Kurt thinks it's going to be tough, but he thinks they can do it. I like the Wild. I like their players. I like the guys they have.
Well, I mean, you also have to look at the fact LA Kings doesn't have the offensive weapons that Minnesota has.
Yeah.
So, and who really is the best goaltender? I'm telling you, it's not as as far-fetched as it seems, I like Quinn Hughes. He's a factor in every game. I think defensively they can hold off most of what Colorado throws at them. Now you just got to hope for those big timely saves, during those moments where Colorado's putting on some pressure, and the goaltending has to come up big. But it's not out of the possibilities that Minnesota takes this, and it's going to be close. I think if it goes 7, it's Colorado. If it, but Minnesota has to win it in 6, and they can do it.
Interesting. All right, we'll see. The series kicks off.
The thrill,
right? It's just holy.
He's
cow.
like their version of Pasternak. I mean, I think they're pretty close to the same player.
Stars on stars. Like literally, this is going to be a very fun matchup. All right, Ron. Crazy stat time. Series. Crazy stat time. And go ahead. I don't know how long I'm going to like this before I get annoyed with it, but crazy stat time. How good is Wayne Gretzky, Ron? Wayne Gretzky scored 200 points or more 4 times in his career. No other player in NHL history has ever done it. Mario Lemieux came the closest at 199. I would have just whatever I had to get to 200. But the only 2 guys that are the top point getters in NHL history are Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux. And I think Gretzky's like 7 out of the top 10. And Mario Lemieux has the other 3.
And this is why I don't understand why he's not listed as, top 4 athletes of all time. He clearly dominated.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it's not even close.
No.
Like the guy had more assists than anybody had points.
Like Gretzky is the GOAT. Kurt, agreed. You could sit back and we could do this debate about Jordan, LeBron, all this stuff.
Yeah, no, there's no debate.
And there is no debate in hockey. There isn't. Like even with Ovechkin and what he did from a goal standpoint, he'll never even come close.
You can come is Bobby Orr because, like as a defenseman, okay, but he still doesn't match up.
No, not even close. I don't think there's a single guy. All right, Ron, it is time for starting 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our starting 5 tonight. We thought we'd have a little fun since Ty Simpson got drafted in the first round from Alabama. We said, let's look at some of the Alabama quarterbacks that have made it to the NFL and give you our top 5 Alabama quarterbacks that made the NFL.
This list is crap.
You are first tonight, Ron. So
great.
If you have an honorable mention, you are stretching
I have no honorable mention.
I was going to say, I didn't have one. I thought, if I said, if this guy comes out with 5 of those, I know your list's crap. But okay. All right, let's get into the starting 5. You're first.
I mean, you could put Ty Simpson if you want. He hasn't played a single down.
It's already better than most of them.
Yes.
It's pretty bad. Alabama not known for quarterbacks in the NFL. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I have more X's than I do players that I even cared to list.
True.
All right, so my number 5 is Joe Namath. Like, this is the perfect case that Eli needs to make for him to be in the Hall of Fame because Eli's probably got better numbers than this guy.
Oh, he does. Eli definitely does.
Like, Joe Namath was crap. Like, listen to these numbers. 140 games played. 62 and 63 and 4 ties for Broadway Joe. That's horrible. Horrible. His completion percentage is 50.1. Like, Eli, bring this to the Hall of Fame voters. You got it. You're in.
Hey, hold on. The next time they close the door, somebody slips a paper in and just goes, the paper comes in and says, Joe Namath. Wait, all right, Eli's in.
Yes. 7.4 yards per attempt. 100 he would miss, and then he'd get 7 yards, and he'd miss. Oh, turn over the ball.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but
173 touchdowns. That doesn't sound too bad, right?
Not
Until you
bad.
say 220 interceptions. He is garbage. Garbage.
Yeah.
So I blame Joe Namath for the Jets' history. I blame Joe. The guy has a Super Bowl. I don't know how. And he also has an NFL championship. 5-time Pro Bowls. Man, the quarterbacks must have sucked back then. And he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm
Okay.
done with Joe.
Namath. All right. I had at number 5 for me, Tua Tagovailoa. Listen, 44-32. You like that? Not bad. He probably don't remember a lot of those wins. But I mean, 120 touchdowns, 59 interceptions. He has made the Pro Bowl once, and now is with a new team. So I went Tua at number 5 just because of the body of work and not enough there for me to put him in.
I went with Tua at number 4 just because he's better than Joe Namath. Period.
He doesn't even know.
I don't care if he didn't win championships. It doesn't even matter. He was way better. Way better.
All right. So 2 at 4 for you. I had Jalen Hurts at number 4. 57-25, 110 touchdowns, 45 interceptions, 3 Pro Bowls, 1 championship. Jalen Hurts at number, should have put 2 away lower. Manny thinks 2 away lower. I had 2 at 5. Jalen Hurts at 4.
Can't go any lower than 5.
Yeah.
You can't. It's
And
just
the
impossible.
next guy you would have thrown in here, Manny, would have been Mac Jones at number 5 if you put 2 lower.
He would have been. He
That's
would have
not
been the
any
next
better.
guy.
That's worse. All right. All right. So number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me is Ken Stabler. Look, and I know he's won some championship. Well, won 96-49, good record. 59.8 completion percentage, 27,000 plus yards, 194 touchdowns, 222 interceptions. I can't do that. You know, I almost put him behind Tua.
See, I think you're thinking about this wrong, but okay.
But 4 Pro Bowls, and he won MVP in 1974, so it boosted him up to number 3.
Okay. All right. At number 3 for me, I had Joe Namath. Listen, I didn't like his record. I mean, obviously, he's
record
one
or
game
touchdown to interceptions,
interceptions,
or his completion percentage.
But I will say, listen, 1-time Super Bowl champ. He was the MVP in that Super Bowl. He also won an AFL championship.
Yeah, I know.
And he was a player of the year and the rookie of the year. So I'm giving him because of his accolades. And again, he won with the Jets.
It doesn't matter.
Listen, you just said it. They're the most unluckiest team in the history of the NFL.
He sucked.
And he won with the Jets. Who does that? And he guaranteed he'd win.
Hey, even a clock is correct twice a day.
And guess what? He was right once. And he won him a championship with the Jets, taking it. Yeah. So he went 3 for me. Joe Namath went 3 for me.
Yeah. Number 2, I have Jalen Hurts. 57-25 record, 64.4 completion percentage, 17,891 yards, 7.5 yards per attempt, 110 touchdowns, 45 interceptions, not to mention all the ones that he's rushed for.
Mm-hmm.
He did win a Super Bowl, and he did get a Super Bowl MVP. 3-time Pro Bowler, and I have something here for 1 All-Pro. Look, I just think his numbers are all positive, and he deserves the credit for that. And I think he's the better quarterback out of all of those behind him. It was a question whether I was going to put him number one or not.
Well, Manny seems to think Hurts' accomplishments have been because of Saquon. He has great receivers and can't throw for anything. So, I mean, again, you could question.
You also have to say, well, maybe it was the head coach that doesn't know how to scheme anything, too.
Offensive coordinator, right? Ken Stabler, number 2 for me. 96-49-1. I like the record. Granted, the touchdown interception thing. But I also look at this. Back in those days, the DBs could hit the wide receivers even before the ball got there. And so you get interceptions maybe skewed there. It's like now with these guys in their receiving records.
And I get it.
Then. So I'm going to give them some, pass on that. But 4 Pro Bowls, the All-Pro, 1 championship. Ken Stabler also won an MVP and 2 Player of the Year awards. So Ken Stabler, number 2 for me.
Yeah. And we both have. Hey, look, we have the top 5 the same.
Yeah, same guys. Like these were the best 5.
There were only 5.
What order? Yeah.
Even though I still think Joe Namath is not worthy.
Okay.
Bart Starr is number 1, 91, 57, and 6 ties. That's a lot of ties. 57.4 completion percentage, 24,000 plus yards, 7.8. And that is the number I look at. It was the best out of everybody. 7.8 yards per attempt. That is important.
Right. And non-throwing league back then. Like it wasn't like it is today.
Right. 152 touchdowns, 138 interceptions. So he was on the positive side of that, and I appreciate that. 2-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time NFL champion. So it's 7 by
Tom Brady,
count.
the GOAT, Bart Starr.
2-time MVP. I think. I don't know. Super Bowl MVP.
1-time
Sorry,
MVP.
Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, 2-time Super Bowl
I can't read my own writing. 4-time Pro Bowler. He won the MVP in 1966 when I was born. So just because of that, he deserves to be number 1.
Here we go with this again. The people were on your list for WNBA because it was your birthday. Okay. Bart Starr agreed. Number 1. This man could be in the GOAT conversation. It's just because we didn't get to see a lot of film. Look, 7 titles. We say Tom Brady's the GOAT. This guy did the same thing. 2 Super Bowl MVPs. I agree. MVP of the season, Player of the Year awards. Again, and to your point, in a non-throwing league.
Yeah, it was not close. I mean, I kind of exaggerated a little that Hurts was close to Starr, but he really wasn't.
Yeah, you know what? That hurt. That hurt a little bit. That hurt.
Yeah, I mean, Bart Starr.
Bart Starr was phenomenal.
There's only 3 guys that I would put on the list, to be honest with you. But it had to have a top 5. So
Steve Grogan. I thought you meant the GOAT conversation. Steve Grogan, Tom Brady, Bart Starr. Got it. All right. Ron, let's get the fans on here that have not voted yet for the Hall of Fame. Let's get those QR codes up for them now. We want to congratulate Jack Nicklaus and Randy Johnson, our new inductees to the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Congratulations to both of you. Y'all saying GOAT and not mentioning Jay Cutler is insane. He's the real GOAT. That is good. Manny, this one's for you, my friend. Jay Cutler, the GOAT.
That's great.
It is time now for us to nominate and induct someone else into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. And for boxing, these are the candidates. Scan this QR code. You can vote now. I need the I can't read the names if the thing's up. Thank you, sir. Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, or Marco Antonio Pereira. Let's make sure you vote one of these gentlemen into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Some great boxers.
Who's
all
winning?
Champions,
Who's
all
winning
champions.
right now?
Oh, now you're really going to do it to me, right? Hold on.
Well, it's important. I just don't want it to be Oscar or Roy.
See that you're trying to skew the thing, and that's not right.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't want those two.
What the fans want, not what you want. Oscar De La Hoya is leading currently. Oscar De La Hoya is leading.
All he did was run away from everybody.
He won championships. People respect him. Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, and Marco Antonio Barrera. Scan that QR code right now.
I voted for Shane Mosley.
It brings you to the. You're not supposed to talk about who you voted for either. You not know how these things work. Anyway, you, the fan, get to decide who gets into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame, not Ron. So
I know.
Vote. We are going to bring up the next one. Hopefully, you've been able to scan that. It'll bring you to the Sports Unfolded website as well, so you can check that out. And then scan this QR code now to vote for the NBA in the next possible inductee into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. This is extremely tough. Vince Carter, C. It's a small C, not a capital C, by the way. And Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Tracy McGrady, Paul Pierce, or Allen Iverson. Those 5 are incredible. That is such a tough one to
Who's
make a
winning that one?
on. That one is tight, but Allen Iverson currently leading in that one. Ray Allen has 0 votes right now for Ray Allen. Ray Allen could be out. I mean, Hoya was good, but Salvador Sanchez was better. He undefeated and died at 22. Manny, why are you getting all dark and look at his?
Yeah, it's like Danny's like insulting me. I'm talking.
Oh, the B word, the S word. Be careful of what you say about my Dallas. He didn't say anything about your Dallas Cowboys. I don't think he did. But scan the QR code right now. Help us induct the next, if you haven't already done so, Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, and Tracy McGrady. One of those gentlemen will be the next inductee into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Scan the QR code and then get to see all of them. Just go to the Sports Unfolded website and then click on Hall of Fame, and you can see all of those athletes that have been inducted already by you, the fan. So we're excited.
Nice.
We're excited about that. All right, Ron, it is prediction time. Last week, we had a lot different, and guess what? It really didn't matter because we were pretty tight. 5-3. I was the best of the week, 4-4. Manny, Danny, and Hugo, all 3-5 last week. So we got to see if those gentlemen can correct those from last week. You don't suck, Hugo. I think you struggle. But you can get back to 500 again this week with the right picks. He's doing really
well on the NBA show.
He is. All right. So we're starting off, Ron, with the NBA. Tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers at the Houston Rockets, Game 6. Lakers up 3-2. Who you taking?
I'm taking the Lakers. See that, Danny? Let's go, Lakers!
Wow. That's because your new hated player is Durant.
I'm a new fan of LeBron right now.
Wow. Danny is trying to he wants to get Hugo's going Lakers. He wants Manny to team up on you. I also went the Lakers here, Ron. I think Durant's status is questionable again.
Garbage.
So I think that hurts. I think the Rockets had their moment in Game 5. I think the Lakers definitely win Game 6.
If KD plays, he's going to get double-digit turnovers.
Manny's taking Danny's team. He doesn't want to say LA. All right. Tomorrow, Ron, we have the Philadelphia 76ers at the Boston Celtics. Game 7, winner take all. I got you, Danny. Lakers. Got it, buddy. The fact I'm saying this, it blows my mind. I'm going Celtics here because it's never happened in NBA history that a team's lost a Game 7 after being up 3-1. So I don't think Philly has enough firepower. So I'm going Boston.
Yeah, I went Boston as well.
Hugo's going Boston.
They gotta.
It's not because I think Boston's better. Yeah, it's not that I think Boston's better or is going to just. I just think that history is basically said, listen, most teams win this. So I'm not happy about it. It should be an easier decision for me than this. Danny went Boston as well. Danny, I was watching. All he said was the Cowboys were chokers, which he's right. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. These two are just getting into it. Manny's going Boston as well. All right. So far, we've got clean sweep Celtics because of Larry Bird. I heard he's out for this game, Danny, though. Does that change your decision? Does that change?
Can we bring him in and put him in?
You might need him.
I would
Even
like
at
that.
60-something, Larry might be able to hit it. He'll hit something from the outside, not like these guys.
Just put him in a chair at the 3-point line.
That's it. 5-on-4 on defense all the time.
That's
It
right.
doesn't matter.
Just outlet to Larry.
Queta falls out in the first quarter.
Dude will still have 33.
Queta first quarter falls out because he's fouling every time. All right, and then this is a very good matchup here, with their stunner against Denver now. 5-4 starts the second round for these two teams. Minnesota Timberwolves at the San Antonio Spurs. Ron,
yeah, I'm taking the Spurs.
Huh?
I'm taking the Spurs.
You're not.
Oh, I'm taking the Spurs.
Yeah.
I'm not going against that team.
Yeah, and again, we don't have Anthony. Is still out. Yeah, so this is.
I don't know how Denver lost to a team without Anthony on there. I don't know. That's
2 games.
Mind-boggling.
2 games. I think
I
don't know
break
if
them up.
Did you hear? Yeah, did you hear Jokic comments after? If this was Serbia, we'd all be fired. He said basically, if this was Serbia, you'd all be fired because they asked him if they need to make change. Manny went with the Spurs. Danny, everybody's going all the way with Danny. All right,
like that great Sinbad movie, Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, Spurs all the way, Spurs all the way, Spurs all the way, Spurs all the way. We got it, Danny. All right, NHL action tonight, Ron. The Buffalo Sabres at the Boston Bruins, Game 6. Sabres up 3-2. Puck drop in about 3 minutes, my friend. 3 minutes. I am a diehard Bruins fan. Obviously, you're much more diehard than I am, but I'm a diehard Bruins fan. So I'm supporting this team by picking the Buffalo Sabres and ending this sham of a season that the Boston Bruins have put together. Hugo's going Boston. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going Buffalo. Go do it. Do it.
Can't do it.
Do it.
I
can't. I want you to so bad.
I can't say I can't because
Danny's
I don't want
Buffalo.
to be right.
Danny's going Buffalo.
Can I just take a loss on this one?
Just point to the.
I can't.
Do it. That's who you want to go with, Buffalo, or you want to go Boston? Boston, Eric, you're going to regret it. Manny said, I'm going to regret it. Manny is confident that it's the Bruins. You could point to the cup. You got a cup behind you with the logo. You're going Bruins. Yes, buddy. All right.
I can't do it. I can't say.
See, you remember go Bruins, Ronnie boy. How many times did I pick the Pats to lose in the postseason and they get to the Super Bowl? See, you just got to do the reverse thing. So now you've actually hurt them by picking them. All right. Also in the NHL tonight, Game 6 of the Vegas Golden Knights.
A hat trick tonight.
Okay. Vegas now you're really jinxing it. Vegas he probably breaks a leg tonight. Vegas Golden Knights at the Utah Mammoth.
Why you gotta say that?
Game 6. Vegas up 3-2. Who are you taking?
Vegas.
Yeah, I feel bad because I think Utah, we said a game. Hugo's going Vegas, right? That first game ever in Utah playoffs. I got that one right because they won. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And then they just right back to normal. That's the Pats from Drake May, though, not the Tom Brady Pats. Yeah, good call. Both I picked against Tom even then too. Danny's going Vegas. Manny's going Vegas. I'm going Vegas because I think Utah had their run. They made that. They had that game 3 matchup. That was
so right now we're the same on everything except for that one game.
That one game with your cup. Yeah, your cup. All right. Also, starting off round 2 of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, the Philadelphia Flyers at the Carolina Hurricanes. Huh? Okay.
Carolina.
Jesus. Well, I got to read it for the fans out there, too. Philadelphia Flyers at the Carolina Hurricanes. Ron obviously going Carolina. I agree with you. Game 1, Carolina at home. But I think the Flyers are going to be scrappy in this. I think it goes 5 or 6, but it's not going to be easy. 5 or 6.
There's no way it goes 6.
Okay. Canes, like Raising Canes. All right. Hugo's going Raising Canes. Let's see what Manny and Danny are going with. The tag team there, trying to get prime time. Cam Newton. Yeah, prime time Cam Newton. Manny. Yeah, he was clutch. Loved him. That was a great year for us. 7 wins.
Would never be able to play hockey.
So are you going? Yeah. I think he's going. Yeah. Oh, so he's going prime Cam. So Carolina. Got it, Manny. That took me a second to get. And then Danny's going Carolina as well. Clean sweep on that one. All right, Major League Baseball, Ron. On the 4th, we got a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals at home on this one. But neither one of these teams is great at home or on the road. They're both about the same. So I went Milwaukee here. I think the Brewers do a little bit more. They're a little bit better when it comes to point differential.
Yeah, I'm going St. Louis. I thought they were ahead of them in the standings.
They are, but it's if you look at St. Louis is like a -3.
Oh, I know it's like splitting hairs, but
yeah, and then neither one of them's good at home.
Well, St. Louis is 18-13, so they got a winning record.
Yeah.
Oh, so does Milwaukee, 16-14.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hugo's going Brewers. Manny's going Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Danny's going Dodgers. If that was the pick, Danny, you nailed it. But the pick is the Brewers at the Cardinals. I think we've played this game before. What is he doing?
Yeah, they're St. Louis is -3 and
Milwaukee point differential. Yeah, plus 30 something.
Yeah, 38.
Yeah. So that's why I went Milwaukee. I think they can score more points.
Yeah, so it's all right.
I will see more runs. Sorry, let's be politically correct with baseball. I don't think Danny's picking. All right.
Danny, pick your team.
All right. UFL action on the 2nd tomorrow. Got the Dallas Renegades at the DC Defenders.
Who's first?
My birthday is coming up. Danny born and raised on Mother's Day. Oh, May 10th. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I think it's my turn. I'm going with the DC Defenders. They have been a very good team so far. The 4-1 this season. And they're at home, so I'm going DC Defenders.
Yeah, because, well, it's another Dallas team, so I'm not expecting anything great from them. So I'm going to go DC Defenders as well.
Is anybody actually watching? Hugo, Manny's going Dallas.
Big surprise.
UFL. It's the United Football League. Hugo. DC. Hugo. I don't blame you. I was just going to say, does anybody even watch the UFL? Because I don't feel like anybody watches this.
I have.
I've thrown on a game here or there, but I've got to be like just bored out of my mind.
Well, I'll save it for the final thought.
All right. I tried to watch it. Hugo tried to watch it. Danny, you making a pick on that either? Or Dallas? All right, Danny. You didn't make a baseball pick. All right. Oh, I wrote Dallas instead of Danny. All right. All right, NASCAR, my friend, not a good week for us last week. One of us picked the last place driver. I think Hugo had the last place driver. I didn't even finish the race. All I don't think we had anybody in top 15. I think it was that bad. It was that bad.
I don't know if that's ever happened before.
No, that was one of our worst ever.
Crazy stat.
Crazy stat. Worst NASCAR prediction ever. So we're going to try it again. Here we go. Worth 400. It's in Texas Motor Speedway. We need a top 5 driver, Ron. Who are you taking?
I am going to go with Tyler Reddick. He's won 50% of the races. He didn't win last week, so he's due.
But guess who I picked last week? Tyler Reddick. Didn't go well. So either way, that's what I'm saying.
So he's due.
He's due.
And he's won the race before, like
All right,
5
Tyler
years
Reddick.
ago.
All right. I went with Joey Logano. Joey Logano's run
He
this
won
race.
last year.
Yeah, really well. So I'm going Joey Logano on this.
It's a
I don't know if
worthy
any of the gentlemen want to make a pick on this one. Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick on the board. Anybody else have a driver? Danny, that's a good one. It's a good one. I was debating between him and Logano. So Danny Hamlin. Okay, that's for Hugo.
Danny, not Denny. Denny Hamlin doesn't race anymore.
Tyler Reddick for Danny. All right. And Manny's going Reddick. The last time they picked our drivers, we lost bad. All right. So Logano, Reddick, Hamlin, check it out on Sunday. That Worth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll see if we got a top 5 driver. Tune in next week to see how you did on your predictions as well, gentlemen.
You know, has Logano ever hurt his head? Like in a race? Like Greg Louganis? No?
That's hard. I'm not even giving you a laughter on that one. That was bad. There you go. That's what that one gets. Logano. Logano, Laganis. All right, Ron. It is final thoughts time, and our final thoughts don't necessarily have to be about anything sports related. It could be about anything happening in the world today. You are first tonight, so your final thoughts.
Yeah. You know what? Remember when I said if the NFL are going to use those scab refs, I'm not going to watch them?
Yeah.
Well, guess what just happened, and now I'm not going to watch any more NBA. The Celtics game, and yes, maybe they did save me the embarrassment of watching the game, but it was on Peacock.
Yes, it was.
No one has the Peacock app because it's not worth it. NBC doesn't have any great shows anymore. So why get that, right? So it was on Peacock. So I couldn't watch the game, and you would think that, well, hey, maybe it's on NBA Ticket.
Yeah, don't bring that. But that was good. That was good, Hugo. We'll just. That was a good one, Hugo. Yeah, you get one of those, my friend. You get one of those.
But you would think that it would be on the NBA Ticket. Nope. Not on the NBA Ticket either. I am so fed up with the NFL, the NBA, MLB. You know what? I'm done. I'm out. I'm not watching another game.
This should go well for our podcast. That's great. Ron stopped watching sports.
You know?
So this should be good, people.
I'll still watch sports.
Some great content will be had. Ron's like, I didn't watch the game. I think it was on
Dodge
NBC
Arrow League. I'm going to start watching it.
It was on NBC Sports Network though. So
no, it was not.
It was. I watched.
Yeah, well, I put it on NBC Sports Network, and it didn't have it on. It had some stupid.
I don't know. It was on mine.
And I had Peacock. It was like snowboarding or something like that. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the basketball.
I agree, though. It is silly the way they do it, but all right.
I hate it. They can take a flying leap off of
all right. Well
large
said.
Building.
Well said. I actually have two. One of them I'm not really No, but I'm not really fond of it. But I'm going to bring it up anyway, just because I'm sick of them. Aaron Rodgers continues to hold the Pittsburgh Steelers hostage. Now they did this stupid UFA sign where if he signs with another team, they can get a compensatory pick. And, just listen. If I am the Steelers, I don't even want this toxic man around my team. Just give it up. Dude, this is like your buddy when you're like, oh, she loves me. Dude, she's cheated on you 15 times. Give it up. She's not worth it. She's going to cheat on you again. Aaron Rodgers clearly doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be in the NFL. He doesn't care about anything but Aaron Rodgers. So can you stop putting this guy introduce Rodgers to a reporter, right? Because at the end of the day, even if he's going to be in the building, is he committed to you? Is he committed to the team? Probably not. So why even bother? And it's not like he's 25 to 30 and you're like he's in his prime. He's 42. Let it go, man. Let it go.
He's only won one championship. I don't know why they tout this guy as one of the best. He's not.
Frozen number 3, Aaron Rodgers. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. I'm done. I can't. This guy is absolute garbage. And to your point, one championship. Eli Manning has more. Listen, I'm going to put Eli ahead of him. You're right, Ron. I put Joe Namath ahead of him. Sorry. I know you don't agree. I would. The man won 2, at least. All right. My second one, though, I want to first and foremost congratulate Jessica Campbell for being the first female to ever be on the NHL sidelines. Her contract, though, is ending with the Seattle Kraken. But you think about what she did with Matty Beniers in his career. She personally worked with him. Kid's becoming a star in front of our eyes. I'm really hoping she gets another job. They said there are a ton of teams that are interested in her. And I look at the same thing when I thought about Becky Hammonds and what she's done with the Las Vegas Aces and how these women, I think, need to start to crack into the men's field and become coaches there.
Kraken.
Hey, see how that worked out? All right, here you go. But listen, she's taken a very young team and made them pretty talented. And it's not easy to coach kids sometimes. She's able to do that. I hope she gets another job somewhere soon. But I also want to say that I think it's time for us to really start to look at these females as possible head coaches in these leagues because they clearly can coach. You don't
Absolutely.
win games just based on talent. It's coaching. It's having the right players. It's, all of these pieces. So give these women a chance to honestly be on the sidelines. I think they talked about it with the Knicks earlier this year too, when they were looking for their candidates. And what's her name from South Carolina? I'm trying to blank right now.
Mm-hmm.
But she was up for it, right? So these are the things I'd like to see them start to do, but actually finally get through and become a head coach or a manager in a major men's league because I think they deserve it. So congratulations for being the first. I'm sure she won't be the last, and hopefully she gets a job soon. So those are my final thoughts. Ron, it has been fun tonight. We've had a little fun. I know you're dying to get and watch those Bruins. So we will definitely let you do that. But I want to thank Manny, Hugo, Danny, Kurt for joining us live tonight. You guys were amazing. All the other people that didn't chime in next week, tune in Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and give us your comments as well. We'd love to hear from you. Check out our websites. Check out the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame on that website as well. Vote. And like, share, and follow our show. Tell all your friends about it. Let's get more and more people on this thing. Find us a sponsor too. If you got somebody that might have a business and they want to get their eyes and ears to everybody in the world, we can do that for you.
28,000 listeners in the Atlanta area.
Right. So take the time, help sponsor the show. And we get to do it all over again next Friday night, Ron. Happy birthday to Danny next week on the 10th. So congratulations to him. Ron, I will see you next Friday. And all we have asked for, every single show is that we finally get peace on earth.
Have a great night, everybody.